going to try to do this right. That's what it was. I think it's more like towards the camera. So let's do this. What's up, everybody? This is TY, happy to be here, testing out more products. So, everybody's got an opinion on this, and we're gonna go ahead and test some stuff out and just tell you what my opinion is on this, and we'll see if you agree, you guys are with me, or we'll see if you guys seriously disagree and maybe some of y'all jump ship, which I please don't do that. Stick with me, like and subscribe, and check out what I'm going to do next. But I hope I don't burn any bridges with you guys with this one. We'll see how it goes. So we are taste testing bottled water, and everybody seems to have like a brand loyalty when it comes to this, and I really can't understand why, unless one of these brands is serving toilet water and the other ones are serving the artesian well water or whatever. Then I don't understand the big deal. To me, to be honest with you, you guys could probably fast forward and figure it out. I'm probably going to say these all taste exactly the same. I don't know, it's water, people, come on. But I'm trying to figure out what order to go into. I think I just line the bottles up in order from the shortest to the tallest. Maybe if it looks better on your screen this way, you'll kind of understand what I mean. But are they filled with anything different? Is this one different than what's in here? Is what is in here different than what's in here? I personally don't think so. And I'm really thirsty, so I bet you they're all gonna taste just great. I'm in a desert, people, and I'm filming this in the end of summer, so even though it's night out, it's still pretty warm. Kept the air conditioner off during filming this so that you guys don't hear that over my voice. So hopefully that pays off. Again, please like and subscribe. But let's get started. So these two are national brands. I'm sure you can get these anywhere. This is Crystal Geyser. This is Life Water. This one you may only be able to get where I live. This is actually called Idaho Ice. It's not even sold like in every store. Like you just stumble upon one chain of stores that actually carries this. So anyway, man, it's so dry, my lips are chapped. So like I said, I'm sure all of these are going to taste like heaven. Please don't kill me in the comments, but let's get started. So this is probably the one that I'm guessing people are either going to, I'm guessing either these two people are going to think I'm going to say are the worst, and probably this one people are going to say is the best, because this one is the one that costs the most money. This one was $1, and this one was, I want to say 80 cents or something like that, and this one I think was like $1.29. So there's not a whole lot of price difference between the three, but let's crack them open. Let's drink some water, man. It's hot. Should have done this in the winter when I could care less, but right now they came out cold and I'm hot, and I don't want to like bathe in these right now. So Crystal Geyser, oh yeah, oh man. So that one's good. I chugged about half the bottle. Let's do half. There might still be more than half left in there, but that really helped out. Let's Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. always bottled at the spring to ensure quality, taste, and freshness. There is a difference. It says in big red letters. Let's move on to the next one. Whew. And let's turn on the lights and make it even hotter in here. I hope you guys were able to see what I just taped. Me, an amateur sometimes. So if I was just drinking that in the dark, let's try this again. Crystal Geyser. All those lights just made it so much hotter in here. It still tastes like refreshing cold water. Let's move on to the local here. Idaho Ice. Crystal clear mountain spring water. Idaho Ice, pure and refreshing, bottled for you at its source, Looking Glass Spring, in the heart of Idaho's Clearwater Mountains. Take a sip today. Bottled by Looking Glass, Elk River, Idaho, zip code. And they're a member of something called the IBWA. Yeah, it definitely got warmer in here after I turned on those lights. Mustache sweat. That's always appealing. Idaho Ice. I need this in me right now. I need something cold. Oh, I can feel a bead of sweat. Oh my gosh. I hope that those first few seconds of this whole thing looked okay, because this is super uncomfortable having these lights on me right now. Let's go for it. Idaho Ice. I swear these bottles of water are warming up on me too. Oh yeah. That tastes like refreshing, delicious, cold water. Since I had a long speech and read off the label between the two, now let me try this. I don't know. Some of you people out there are insane. Water is water. But now, let me move on to this guy, which I'm guessing is probably the viewer's favorite because it's a brand name, and so therefore it has to taste delicious. If Adidas had a water, which they might, I don't know. If they do, I probably can't afford it. If they had a bottled water, you would probably be convinced, at least you Adidas wearers out there, that it is the best bottled water and comes from a well that is sourced from a cloud that pours tears from heaven. Whatever ridiculous thing you want to believe, that's probably what you're going to believe. This is water. Anyway, this one is life water. Things are warming up in this room with these lights, so they all have like developed dew around them. Life water first makes you break into their packaging, and they give you a nipple. Thank you. Anyway, let's try life water. Wow, that nipple is actually really convenient. Did you hear the jet propulsion on that as I squeezed it into my mouth? Listen to this. Could have done that better. But you get the point. The funny thing about having this extra piece on the top that allows you to like jet stream that water directly into your mouth is that I didn't actually taste anything. It just went right to the back of my throat and I swallowed it. So let's try this again. Why am I paying more for this one than I am for this one? And why am I paying more for this one than I am for this one? It's water. What I'm going to do when I'm done draining out these bottles, this bottle seems to have like the most integrity. This one has the least. I'm probably gonna, once I've finished drinking what's in these two bottles, I'm probably throwing those away. And this one, maybe I'll refill. My workplace has a nice little water, I don't know if you, yeah, I guess they're still called a cooler. There's no big water jug on top of the cooler. It's just this little stand, and it gets fed water, I think directly, I'm guessing it's probably municipal water that it treats, municipal water is already treated. This is the whole point, people. Like, the water coming out of your tap, well, in most cases, I know we've heard national stories of other places, but I think for the majority of us, the municipal water coming out of your tap, which is probably the same thing coming out of like the local drinking fountain at your park that you're more than happy to get a drink out of on a really hot day. I've seen people do it. I do it myself. We live in a desert over here. You know, we get water where we can. It's just as good as this. In fact, the nice thing about refilling these waters is that what I usually like to do is cut up a few lemon wedges. Squeeze out some lemon juice in the bottle before I refill it, and that way I've got some nice cooled lemon water. Like I put in a little bit of lemon juice, fill the rest up with water, put it in the fridge, take it out in the morning in the desert, and I've got my cold lemon water for a half hour until the desert sun heats it to room temperature. And anyway, yeah. It's water, people. I'm not gonna vote on any of these. I didn't taste a difference between the three. If you're hyper sensitive, you can taste the difference between water. These are all treated waters. I mean, I'm trying to make a point here. I understand if you get like muddy water coming out of your tap, obviously that stuff is to be avoided. But where I live, and I'm not rich, I was accused of shooting these videos about a year ago by somebody who decided to review my videos of shooting in my mother's basement. It's not my mother's basement. This unit doesn't have a basement. It's an apartment where I live by myself, and yeah, I mean, I will often refill. I mean, we can talk about the quality of the bottles. I probably would never refill this bottle. I might consider refilling that bottle. This bottle is the sturdiest of the three, so yeah, I would refill that bottle. Maybe that's a product we should be worrying about buying. And then this one I would probably replace once a week or something. But, whenever, I mean, it's not a big deal. It's $1 water. It was, it was in the middle of these in terms of price. So I wouldn't be too concerned about the product inside the bottle that they're selling you. Maybe the container has more use. But I couldn't tell the difference in flavor when it came to the water. All three of these companies are selling you water-flavored water. You ask me any of these, and I will tell you it tastes like water. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with these. Hopefully I don't get a lot of hate for this. If you like what I'm doing here and I'm trying to keep things honest, then please give us a thumbs up. Um, maybe even recommend. That'd be cool to get some word out. But at the very least, like and subscribe. And I'll be shooting some more videos. Peace.